Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing several really fun thrift flips, and I have a fun announcement about a giveaway. Stay tuned to the end of this video for more details. My name's Bri. I'm the owner and artist of Upcycled by Bri, and I love to go thrifting, junking, garage selling, you name it. I take those finds and then I upcycle them into beautiful home decor. If you're new here, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by 2023. I have less than 500 to go. I'm super excited. I think we can do it. First project up today, I am going to be giving this bunny a makeover. I thrifted this bunny for $10 at the Goodwill. It is up for sale for $39.95 on my site, and it is big, so that is a heck of a steal. Now, last night on a live, I painted its little friend with the DIY Cottage colors in gray skies and gave it a white wax for a very pretty cement stone look. I want to do the same thing to this bunny, but I have an extra special idea, never tried it before, for its basket and its flowers. So I'm gonna bring you along for the ride. First step up, we're gonna give the whole entire thing, even the basket and the flowers, a coat of the Cottage colors gray skies. If you're catching this video right when it comes out, the DIY Cottage colors are actually on sale, and it is a bit of a Christmas miracle because DIY paint has never ever gone on sale online before. Crazy. Now, the sale ends December 16th, 2022 at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're interested in trying this paint out, now is a great time to hop over to my website. I will link all of the colors. There are 5 down below. You will need to stir the paint really well. Since it's got that built-in sealer, it separates a little bit when you're not using it. Give it a good stir before use. I'll pour some out into another container. That way I'm not dipping into my can. I'll put the lid on this when I'm not using it. I'd be a good paint owner. I've got my Klingon R20. This is the biggest round brush by Klingon that I carry on my site. It's going to provide some good coverage and get this job done pretty quickly. It's a synthetic bristle brush, and the great thing about the Klingons, if you pop them in water overnight, the next day the paint virtually just falls out of the bristles. So since this has the built-in sealer, it's a little harder to clean your brush. The Klingon, though, is still super easy to clean. The consistency of the Cottage colors is a little thinner than the clay-based DIY paint, so keep that in mind, but the coverage is still really great. This bunny is made out of resin, and the paint is sticking very well. Also, I did wash it. I washed it with Dawn Power Wash and a nice scrub brush because it was very dusty. I wanted to give the best chance possible to have the paint stick. But about 1 coat coverage, I noticed on the other bunny. It looks like it'll be the same on this one. I will let it dry completely and then go in and just do a little touch up on any spots that I missed. I got really great coverage with just 1 coat. I just am gonna turn the bunny upside down and hit a couple of the little tiny spots I missed, and then we'll move on to the next step. I have pulled a few different clay-based colors from the DIY paint line. We've got Petticoat Pink, Apothecary, Prom Queen, Water Lily, French Millenary, and some faded burlap. And I'm going to go in on the details. One of the amazing benefits of the clay-based paint is it's water soluble until it's sealed. That means until you put some kind of sealer on it, you can reactivate the paint, you can blend it amazingly, but you can also do a method called wet distressing, which is just using like a wet rag and wiping back the excess paint. That gives you a really easy distressed look without having to sand or go outside in the cold like it is today. And since the Cottage colors has the built-in sealer, my theory is I should be able to wipe back most of this DIY clay paint and the Cottage color isn't gonna go anywhere. That's gonna make it look like this was a piece of garden art that naturally got distressed and chippy painted over time by the weather elements. Catch where I'm going here? So I'm gonna do this basket first. I'm using the faded burlap to mimic like a wicker basket or whatever. So let's get a coat of this on the basket and then we'll try the wet distressing technique and see if it's gonna work. I am going to gently rub over some of the higher points on this basket design and bring back some of that gray. Again, my goal is to make it look like the concrete bunny was painted and then naturally faded over time out in the weather. I just have plain water here on my rag and I take my time going over the details on the basket. Once that's complete, it's time to add some color to the flowers and the bows. I have got the basket wet distressed back and that is the exact look I'm going for. So I've got it all wet distressed. Look how pretty that turned out. It looks like old chippy paint for sure. I'm going to go ahead and add some white wax now. This is sealed, of course. It doesn't have to be waxed, but it's going to give it the stone cement effect. And then the white wax will help seal up the clay-based paint as well. Using a chip brush, I apply a generous amount of wax, working in small sections around the rabbit. Once I have wax on a small section, then I take a clean paper towel and wipe the excess wax back off of the high points, leaving it down only in the low points. And here is a look at the rabbits once they are all finished up. I love the way they came out. It's exactly what I was hoping for, even a little better than I imagined. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about my makeover on these resin rabbits. Do they look like concrete now? If you're wondering where to find any of the flips I'm doing today or any of the products I'm using, they're over on my site, upcycledbybrie.com. I'll be sure to link all of that information down in the description box below for you as well. For project number 2, I'm going to show you how I love to make a chippy effect with the Cottage colors. This is the vintage pink. It is a lovely pink color, not too bright, just the perfect shade, especially for spring. I'm going to give it one coat and dry it up. In between coats, you can see I did not get full coverage, but this paint does self-level, which is amazing. It smooths out so nicely. I go ahead and apply a second coat, and then my trick to get the chippy finish is to use my heat gun as soon as I've got that second coat on, and you'll see it starts to bubble up. If you move the heat gun around, it doesn't do this. You can dry the paint up a little faster, but I recommend if you want a smooth finish to let the Cottage colors dry on their own. I want to force this bubble and chipping though, because once I sand it back, it's going to create the most authentic looking chippy effect. I grab a 220 grit sanding block and give all of the handles a light sanding. I painted the other rolling pin with the color Haint Blue in the Cottage color line. And that's all there is to it. There's no extra sealing or anything involved. These rolling pins were done in less than a couple of minutes. And I'll give you a peek at the final result. Again, just a beautiful, very authentic chippy effect. I would have never guessed I could get this with a one-step paint. It was an happy accident. I didn't mean to do it the first time it happened, but now this is one of my favorite chippy finishes. Both of these rolling pins are listed up on my site at $12.95 each. Last project today is this metal box. I got it from an estate clean out a while back. I started painting it in vintage pink and I decided today I wanted to go vintage mint instead. So we're going to finish this thrift flip up. I'm giving the entire box 2 coats of the vintage mint.
Once the paint is dry, you'll be able to see how beautifully it self-levels. I've gone ahead and grabbed one of my rub-on transfers from my stash, cut it up into a few different sections so I could fit it exactly where I wanted it on this box. Now I'll just use a stick and rub my transfer on. I put a little bit on the left side here and then placed the words over the top of the image. I just love layering transfers. And here is a look at the final result. That cottage color paint smooths out so beautifully, and these colors are going to be just perfect for spring. I love how just a touch of the pink got left on the handle as well for a true vintage look. This box is available with the key on my site for $24.95.
Okay, let's talk about this giveaway. So I am trying to get to 20,000 subscribers, like I said, and I am going to bribe y'all just a little bit to share this video. All you have to do is send the video to a friend. You can email, text, I don't care, send it over on Facebook, send it over however you want. Then when you are done, comment down below with a heart emoji or the word love so I know you shared it out, and give this video a like. That's it. Like, share, comment. Heart or love, simple, easy peasy. What are you going to win? Well, it is an amazing little package I have set up here with a sample kit of the DIY paint. You're gonna get 3 colors inside this kit: Salty Kiss, Sea Glass, and a sample of Farm Fresh. It has a little bit of white wax on it. You're gonna get a little sample of the clear wax and a sample of the making powders, the beautiful, beautiful elixir blue color. Also, I'm going to throw in a sample of the Sweet Pickins milk paint. If you haven't tried that before, it is the color O Olive. You'll get a sample of Bond. Now this is way too much Bond for this much milk paint, so if you end up loving this, I have sample sizes available on my site all the time. And then last thing is an R14 Klingon brush. This is one of the smaller round brushes, great for thrift flips. So what an amazing little package here. All you have to do, share, comment that you did with a heart or the word love, and a thumbs up this video. I'll announce the winner of the giveaway on a thrift flip video coming up next week, so stay tuned for details on that. Thank y'all so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed my flips. If so, hit that thumbs up, send the video out to a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell next to it so you don't miss any new videos. Till next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye, friends. In there, it can cause the paint to go bad and smell yucky. If I can get a cup. Built-in sealer, so you will have to seal them until you put some kind of sealer on it. That means until you put some kind of sealer on it,